welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very classic South Indian curry, also known as a poriyal, made from brinjal, also known as Kathrikai, and it's known as Kathrikai Podi Curry. You'll be amazed that I'll be using sambar powder to spice up a curry. It's such a versatile powder that it makes any vegetable come to life. So without wasting any time, I'm going to show you how to make this traditional South Indian curry. Now, to begin making the Kathrikai Podi Curry, I have some small brinjals. You can also use the large eggplant, but the smaller one tastes really nice. You can also use the green eggplant to make the Kathrikai Podi, any Kathrikai basically, right? So you have to cut the Kathrikai into wedges, and a lot of times when you buy organic Kathrikai, you will find worms like I did right now. So I'm just going to discard that piece, and I'm going to cut the Kathrikai into wedges. And there you go, there's one more. So I'm going to cut another piece. Perfect. That's it. So once you cut the Kathrikai or the brinjal into wedges and you have a lot more to cut, just keep dunking them into water, right? So when you actually soak it in water, the brinjal doesn't get dark and discolored. So once you're done cutting everything, you'll be ready to cook the vegetable. So I'm just going to cut just one more. Okay, now that I've finished cutting all the brinjal and it's all in water, now we'll just go ahead and cook it, and it'll just take about 5 minutes to cook this vegetable. Now to start cooking it, into my preheated pan, I'm going to add some oil, about a tablespoon or more, right? Brinjal, Kathrikai takes a little more oil than, so that it becomes nice and soft. And once the oil is heated, add the mustard seeds and allow it to crackle. And once the seeds begin to crackle, and you can hear it start spluttering, I'm going to tear in some curry leaves and add it. It's important to tear the curry leaves because it gives in really good flavors and aroma, right? Perfect. And now to this, I'm going to add in the cut Kathrikai, the brinjal. What happens when you also soak it in water is that the brinjal absorbs a little bit of water, and then there's moisture, which will also make it cook faster and make it much more nice and soft. Okay, to this I'm going to add in some salt, sprinkle some salt, and hing or the asafoetida, right? Perengayam together. We'll just stir it in. I'm going to turn the heat to low, medium to low, and then cook it until the Kathrikai becomes nice and soft. Perfect. It's been about 5 minutes that the brinjal, the Kathrikai, has been cooking, and it's just perfect. If you cook it a little more, it will become mushy, but I like it a little bit like this. It's soft, firm, and yet it's cooked, right? So when you press it down, you know it's cooked completely. So that's it. So now we'll cook it in the open for about another 3 to 4 minutes after adding all the spices. What I'm going to add is now turmeric powder, very important, and sambar powder. Now the sambar powder, if it's homemade and depending upon how much spice they have added to it, you can add about a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons depending upon how spicy you want your puri curry to be, and just give it a stir. I can smell the spice from the sambar. It's just wonderful. Look at the color that it's getting. Just perfect. Allow it to cook like this for another 3 to 4 minutes, and the Kathrikai Podi Curry would be just ready to serve. I hope you enjoyed watching the recipe of how to make the Kathrikai Podi Curry. A great way to serve it would be with hot steamed rice, some ghee topped on it, and along with the South Indian more coriander. Just makes a perfect Sunday lunch. Do give it a try. When you do, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below, because I'm always looking for comments from the users who try out the recipes. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.